Hi, 10th grade. I'm eating my break right now. I'm finishing up my break, but I'm ready to have class. We don't have recess here since the students left. We just have lunch and recess all the time. I mean, all the time. Every once in a while we stop and have class. So, yeah. We are doing page 23 to 27 in your light unit, 5, remember, last light unit. And I was calculating this morning we're going to have to cram like everything to get done by Wednesday. Will you be upset if we don't finish till Thursday or Friday? If you will be, you be sure to call me. If I don't hear anything by this evening, I'll know that I'll have a whole summer to finish up this light unit. You get to skip 5 problems today, and I'll give you a little heads up. You're probably going to want to wait to skip those problems, not on the first page, or on the second or the third, toward the end of the lessons where you're going to maybe want to skip. But it's all right if you want to skip the first 5. Great, go for it, and I'll be fine. Yeah, you may be going back and doing them and going from there. So on page 23. We're talking about mixed expressions and complex fractions. Now, this is no different than what you've done in arithmetic all your life, except you're working with algebra expressions, equations. Read your part. They do well in explaining it. Yeah, when you work with a complex fraction, you need to get the least common denominator of the two, and then multiply them by that, and cancel, factor out. Yeah, that's all the steps that you will do. On the first part there, I'll do a couple of those problems just to get you going. 256. 256 is the first one that I'm doing for you, and you can skip this one if you want to skip 5 of one of your 5. Anyhow, you've got B, and so you've actually got 1B underneath here. What you need to do is multiply B times this answer. And so I didn't do all those steps. It was pretty simple. B times A is AB, and then that left you with negative A. What you actually did was just put a 1 underneath this A here. And then that put B for both terms. Put both terms on top, and B was your bottom line. They get a little harder than this, okay? Don't think they're all quite this easy. Go to 258. 258, I don't think, yeah, I did copy the problem. X plus y, x squared. And so what I needed to do was multiply x plus y times x. And I did that right here. I just went x plus y, come over here to x plus y. Okay, then from this point here, my bottom term was still going to be x plus y. So I multiplied this times this, and I got this number right here. I got 2x plus xy. Okay? Now, no, hang on here, I did something wrong. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon, I wasted your time. X plus x is 2x, x plus y is xy, or x times y. So I multiplied, put these two together right here. Now, that was this here answer multiplied. Now I brought the 2x over here. And if you look what I have a negative 2, this is a negative sign right here. So I have my negative sign right here. Now, I have this x squared and this xy. They're the same. X squared and x squared are the same here. One's positive, one's negative. You can erase those, and that's your answer. xy. Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry. Turn around. xy, x plus y. That's your answer. Now, did I confuse you? Sorry, I got confused myself there on my problem. Well, what I actually did is multiply this times this, and then I had to subtract this here answer. When I got it all up here on top, I just simplified the answer. And by simplifying the answer, I could subtract xy from, or x squared from x squared. And that left me with xy, only this term for my final answer. Yeah, go on. You won't get mixed up like this, I'm sure. 2.63 is the next problem at the bottom of the page. And again, what you do is you multiply the bottom term by number 2. It's just a plain 2. So you have to multiply that by 2. So I did that, and this is what answer I came up. 2 times x squared, and 2 times 4 made me 8xy, and 2 times 4 made me 8y squared. Now, again, it's a subtraction problem. Then I have to subtract x squared, right there in your book. It is x squared, 10xy, 10,7y. Okay, because of this subtraction problem, because of this, I have to subtract these. So I don't care. Probably the simplest way to do it is put this underneath here and subtract it. Okay, I didn't do that. I just took x. This is 1x, so I took 1 from 2, would make me 1, which is x squared. Okay, so I put x squared here. Whoa, you're running out of space. We're going to get in trouble because my screen won't reach that far. Maybe. There we go. Now it will. You don't need to see that that's 263. So I subtracted x from here. I got x squared. Now I take 10 positive from 8 positive, and I'm in trouble. That's negative 2. Okay, that's no problem. You have negative 2xy. And now I have got 7y squared from 8y, and that leaves me with 1y squared, and that leaves me right here, y squared. And then you wind up putting this answer here, this number here, your original problem, which I didn't copy. Your original problem was x squared. That's on the bottom. And that's your answer right there. You see, they're getting a little tougher. They're still pretty easy yet. Turn the page over. Your change of fractions to mixed numbers, and that whole number, that first one is 9/4. Again, that might be one you want to skip. In case you would, I'll tell you how you're supposed to do it. Divide the bottom one into the top one, and you will get a mixed number. So 4 in the 9 will go 2 times, and you'll have 1 remainder. So it's 2 1/4 is your answer. Wow. Yeah, I should let you skip that one. Sorry. You're going to want to write the answer in. Well, let's go to number 266. And this one here, I did a division problem to get it. There's other ways you could have done it, but this is the simplest way. I just put it in a division problem and multiply. So 2x plus 1 outside, and I divided it in there, and I'm not going to go down through all these steps. You know how to do that, or if you don't, you go look. You should know how to do that. Or study this problem. I think it's correct. I have 4x squared negative 7x remainder. 7x with 2x over 1. Let me tell you what, I did number 267, and that one's a lot bigger. But it's done the same way. You'll do it exactly the same way. And you see how I had, oh yeah, here I want to make this reading I want to show you. I had to put a 0x because I had an x3, x2, and that was it. So I had to have an x. So I put 0x here. And some of them you have to add more than that even. Okay? That's just how you change the fractions to mixed expressions. Let me see here. 269 I think is where I'm going to go next. And here you're simplifying complex expressions. Do not leave negative exponents in simple answers. Okay, if you wind up with a negative exponent on top, like a little 3 on top negative, you have to bring it to the, I'll get that later. 269. You have a fraction, a whole number, and a fraction. And so you're wanting to divide this, you have to find the least common multiple. Least common denominator, there we go. And so you have to look at the y2 and the y1. Well, that's pretty simple. That's y2. y2 is your least common. I did this in red, okay? Here's your problem, and finding the least common denominator is in red. You should remember how to do that. But if you didn't, then I multiplied both numbers by this here least common denominator. I multiplied y squared times this here, and this is the answer that I came up with here. For y squared times this, I come up with y squared negative x squared. And for y squared times this, I just put a 1 underneath here, and I came up with y squared positive or plus xy. If you want to check those figures out, check them out. I think they're right. And now I move on over. Whoa, we run out of room again. Can you see that? Whoa, I went plenty far. There we go. There you can get the whole problem. Now, I left this here behind, and I wanted to cancel out. So I said y squared negative x squared can be brought down to y plus y negative x, y plus x. Made that? Here I had a y, I took a y away, so that, this is confusing right here. Sometimes you don't know, is this the answer? Okay, I thought this was the answer when I first looked at it. And I thought, no, here I can cancel out something, and here, and so I started working with it, and yeah, I checked in the book to see a little bit. Here how you can cancel out x plus y, and x plus y. I can cancel both of those out. And that leaves me with a y, x negative y is the final answer. So watch out for that. In this portion, 268 to 279, there are lots of places like that you can cancel out and simplify the answer. Now, I'm talking about that negative. You can't leave an answer with a negative number, and we're going to do 273 next. Let me get you backed up here. Yes, right here we go. I copied the problem in blue, and then I found the exponent, which is y negative 4 z2. That was pretty easy to find that one, so that's one of the reasons I did this one. It was an easy number to find. Yeah, z2, y negative 4, I multiplied both of them by that. So that's right here, both of these. That's the same number I multiplied here. And I came up with, and see, I canceled out here where I could. Let me see, right here. See, I canceled the 4 and the 4. So that left me with z3 and z2 and x negative 2. So that made me z5 x negative 2. Whoa, can't see, my head's in the way. No. Here we go. You see, when I canceled this out, or I canceled out across the corner. Then I multiplied here, and guess what? I canceled here and here. So that left me with 1, that's done. And I had y4, and here I got y2, so I added those together, made me y6, and here I had x3. That's a pretty simple procedure. Now, it says, this comes to the point that I wanted to explain, do not leave negative exponents in simplified answers. Okay, you need to get negative exponents out of simplified. Do you remember how to do that? Okay, let me see, who am I going to pick on? Drayton. Oh, well, you're out farming, you're not paying attention. Okay, then it's going to be Jenna. Oh, she's scratching her head. Then it'll have to be Audrey, or Andrea. Not her either. Oh, she's thinking, oh, Shauna, you'll have to tell us the answer then. And now Shauna knows. She says, move it to the bottom. You can change it from a negative to a positive exponent, just simply move it to the bottom. So look what I did. I had a y negative 6. I moved him down here to the bottom. Y positive 6. That wasn't hard. And here I had an x negative 2. And you can't let it negative, so to get rid of them, you do it the opposite way. So I shoved the x up. Sometimes you might just have 1, sometimes you might have all of them, I don't know. But to get rid of the negative exponent, just simply move it to the opposite place. So here I moved the x plus 2. Now look what I did here though. I combined these two here, x plus 2, and I had the x3 up here already, so I combined those to x5. Okay? You got that? This is your answer. Yeah, because I had the Z5 down here already, so I just moved the Z5 over, and then I had moved the Y6 down, and that's my answer. That's how you get your exponents. Do not leave them in negative numbers. Change your exponents to positive. And that's just move the whole problem, or not the whole thing, just that one that's negative. So see here was one negative here and one negative here. Those are the only two I switched. You don't switch the whole problem. You only switch your negative exponents. The last part, 275 to 279, I guess I'll let you do that one. That's the reason I let you skip 5. That is just a combination of all the problems we've done. So you have fun, and guess what? Tomorrow we'll do self-test 2. I don't know if we'll do more than that or not. We might. Who knows? We'll find out.